The Panthers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Black. Finds his target down the middle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Finds his tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. He might want another play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The Panthers offense will take the field for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right. I tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
Back to throw, it's Holstein. Gets it to him on the screen. And the ball's on the ground. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Right on the money. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. A run for the quarterback. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Let's go! To the air, it's Black. Makes the grab over the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A strike downfield. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Here's the pressure. Pulls it in. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. And the Panthers moving quickly to the line.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Holstein. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Tempo and overdrive.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the 2nd level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll field the punt and look for room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
This defense knew coming in that the offense was going to try to test them. And they were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. Defense is ready for that.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And here comes the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Panthers will hustle to the line. Guys, let's talk for just a second about Pittsburgh. The only important expectation... Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw. It's Holstein. Lofts one high and deep. Fires into traffic. Intercepted.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover one man coverage. Just him and the wide out. And he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Skips away from pressure. And the defense got him at the 27.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
He slings it deep to the left. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Let's take just a second and talk a little bit. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Takes it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. To the air, it's Black. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time he's got his man. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Gonna look downfield again. Got his man.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yards.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Barney. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Panthers want to move quickly. Back to pass. It's Holstein. Here comes the heat. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. They'll go back to the ground. There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. A 1st down run in the red zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And they're in for a touchdown.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Makes the grab, it's Holmes. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Black. Going for the big play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He's got him. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Dropping back, it's Holstein. And they can't make the play on third down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Great place to start for this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Wants to throw. It's Black. Got the quick pass. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Motion from the wideout. Might as well give it to him again. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. And the Panthers in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Bring in the heat. He uncorks one deep and is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Picks up the 1st down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So 1st down will open up the final period. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Stiff arm gets him loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And this is one of those where you go, oof. You start to breathe a little deeper on the sidelines. You felt really, really comfortable having the big lead to +2 possessions in the 4th quarter. But now you gave the ball back. You put yourself in a position where you're going to have to earn it a little bit more now.
Back to pass. It's Holstein. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Snow. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Quick release on the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. From the gun, running back on the move. Quick step and go. Across the 25, he's got room. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. What a costly mistake and big call. They could have been right back in this thing, and now they'll have to try it again. On 1st down, here comes this offense. To the air on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got a man. It's Snow. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Barney. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Holstein. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt. On to attempt the try.
Well, they obviously had some ups and downs throwing the football in the first half, but really nice job being on the same page by the quarterback and his target, getting their first passing touchdown of the season here in the second half. Let's see now if they can get some momentum in the throw game going for the rest of this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Gets it out quickly. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's Black. Quick completion on the out. On the move is the 30. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question.
Turning it on. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Runs through a tackle. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. On the ground, it's Morris. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the back. To throw, it's Black. Grab behind the line, it's Morris. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that 1st down marker. 4th down coming.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
The punt team makes its way onto the field.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Snow. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And they spike it to stop the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to pass. The clock an enemy. Snagged in the middle. It's Barney. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And this one can draw us even in the final moments. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. First play of the first possession of OT. To the air, it's Black. Hauls it in. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. 2nd and short now after that completion. Looking to fire. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Making side adjustments here. He wants to throw it. Back's looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
This is a designed run. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
And remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical, man? You know I'm going to run the football a lot of times in these goal-to-go situations. First and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
3rd and goal here in overtime, and they need a touchdown. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a...
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Touchdown, Panthers. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got a bright run. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that is.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Fires toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And they've regained the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. Makes the catch. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect.
A game winner. What a finish into overtime with the touchdown.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly.